we're going to analyze the units of variables. This will allow us to determine if it makes sense to add or subtract or multiply or divide variables. See if they actually, the units make sense in the end. So my first example, I'm going to say we have variable x, and we're going to say that that equals the number of cats in my neighborhood. And we're going to let y equal the number of dogs in my neighborhood. So the question is, does x plus y make sense? Well, we know that x is the number of cats and y is the number of dogs. So x plus y is not going to equal the number of cats, and x plus y is not going to equal the number of dogs. However, we can say that a unit that the number of cats and the number of dogs have in common is that they're animals. So we could say that x plus y equals the number of pets in my neighborhood. So in this case, x plus y does make sense. So we're going to say yes. Our second example, we're going to say let A equal the miles I drive each day. And we're going to let B equal the number of gallons of gas I use each day. So our question here is, does A plus B make sense? Well, in this case, A is a unit of miles and B is a unit of gallons. So I could say miles plus gallons. And that doesn't really make sense. I can't say this doesn't have a common unit. So I can't say that it is A plus B is miles or gallons or some weird miles gallons business. So we're going to say no, this does not make sense. Our last example, I'm going to use the exact same language as up here. So I'm going to say, does B divided by A make sense? So remember, B is gallons and A is miles. So if I read this using the word per for my division sign, I would say gallons per mile. And that does make sense. I can figure out a unit of measure that's gallons per mile.